Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It's 6 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It's another beautiful, it's not sunny, but it's a warm day. It's 65 here today. Just getting ready to go out on my bike ride. And I want to talk about one more thing with you guys. I'm probably going to end this with a bit of satire, so it's a joke. Don't get your panties all in a bunch about it. Trump supporters I'm talking to. All right, initially, I want to talk about one thing quick that I just saw on TV. Leslie Stahl asked, it's the 60-minute interview that's becoming famous now for Trump walking out, but she asked Joe Biden about what he plans to do if he was president, what to deal with, what's his priorities. And I was seriously, truly impressed with him talking about, because court packing becoming a big issue. And the way he talked about this, because he's been kind of not talking about it really. And his answer was fantastic. He talked about getting constitutional scholars together, conservatives, liberals, everybody together to what would be the best solution to move forward with our courts. He said it much better than I'm saying it right now. I was truly, you guys know I'm biased and everything, but still, truly, if you guys see this interview, he was Biden well-spoken and well thought out. They put Trump on next, asked him about what's your priorities. Immediately he says, we had the best economy ever in the history of... Leslie Stahl stops him right there. She goes, that's not true. He goes, well, yeah, it is if you look at the numbers. So he starts rambling about that again. We all know that he inherited Obama's economy. Anyway, so she stops him. She says, well, I'm asking you what your priorities are for the future. What are you going to do? And he says, we're going to get things back to normal, the economy going, and we're going to, people will be happy and get things back to normal. Get people happy. You guys got to watch this video. Seriously, if you put these two together back to back, Leslie Stahl asking the same exact question to Trump and to Biden. Wow, amazing. Trump just asking what he's going to do, what his priorities are. And she also asked him who our greatest adversary is right now. And Trump went into this whole thing about China and how they should have never let the virus or the plague out of China. It doesn't mention about the Americans that he go there, get it, and bring it back to America. It didn't mention that though. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. It's a great. You guys got to watch the 60-minute interview. The difference, the juxtaposition from Biden to Trump, amazing on their priorities for the future. All right, when I talked to Trump supporters yesterday, I brought up the stimulus bill. As you guys know, in my previous video, I talked about how I got out and I chatted with some of my family, some neighbors and whatnot about politics. And when I brought up the stimulus bill, and I mentioned that right now, almost 3/4 of Americans want or need a stimulus bill, are in favor of another $1,200 stimulus. Almost 3/4, 75%. All right. And every Trump supporter I talked to immediately blamed Nancy Pelosi. It's Nancy Pelosi's fault. Nancy Pelosi's fault. It's all her fault. She's blocking it. She wants to throw in all this extra stuff. It's amazing the anger that you see towards Nancy Pelosi. Whenever I post anything on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, the hatred for Nancy Pelosi is amazing. I don't know if this goes back to Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris making Brett Kavanaugh cry, but I don't know if it has anything to do with that. I think they know. I think Trump supporters know. Let me just finish that thought. Also, Mitch McConnell came out yesterday and he was asked, is there going to be a $1,200 check for stimulus for the American people? No. Mitch McConnell does not want and is trying to tell Donald Trump, to convince Donald Trump, no $1,200 check. And I'll put all the links down below. It's not Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is pushing for a $1,200 stimulus for the American people right now, which with winter coming, it's looking like we need it more and more. Mitch McConnell, without a doubt, has come right out and said he is not in favor, does not want to give the American people a $1,200 stimulus right now. Fact. Any blaming on Nancy Pelosi on this is wrong. and I'll leave the links below. All right, getting back to Nancy Pelosi. Now, this is where the satire starts. The Trump supporters, truly, I can't. When you see them talk about Nancy Pelosi, it's just a look of rage when they talk about her. And I started thinking about that, and it seems like it seems anger on the surface, but I think it goes deeper now. I think they're scared of her. I think they know that Nancy Pelosi, in a bare-knuckle fistfight, that Nancy Pelosi could beat up Donald Trump. Stick with me here, all right? All right? If we were to have a bare-knuckle fistfight between Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump, I believe Nancy Pelosi would win, and I'll tell you why. First of all, we've seen Donald Trump dance lately, his dance moves, and the way he leans forward when he talks. I don't think he's got very good balance. And like I said, if his dance moves are any indication, you talk about how white people can't dance. Oh man, he is not doing the Caucasians any favor when he does his little YMCA dance. Because boxing is almost like ballet. It's a thing that's you got to have good footwork, and Donald Trump does not look like he has good footwork. And like I said, with his leaning posture, always like the top half of his body leaning over the bottom half, like the Leaning Tower of Trump. I just don't see him being able to balance very well in the ring. Now, Nancy Pelosi is quick and wiry. And I think with a couple good leg sweeps, a good headbutt to Donald Trump, she would have him down in no time at all. I think she could finish it off. If we're talking no holds barred, bare knuckle, going at it in the ring. I really think Nancy Pelosi. I think Donald Trump would kind of be like a bull in a ring with mad cow disease, just kind of angry and running into the walls and falling over and knocking things over. That's how I would picture Donald Trump, just rage and blind rage and running into things and falling. Like I said, like a bull with mad cow disease. Okay, so Nancy Pelosi, I could see her finishing him off, maybe with a good throat punch, bam, or a headbutt, throat punch. The only problem with the throat punch, though, is Donald Trump has so many chins. I don't know if she could get a good shot in his windpipe, but I really believe that Nancy Pelosi would be the winner in a bare knuckle, no holds barred scrap between her and Donald Trump. My thoughts for today. You guys have a good Thursday. I'll be back with another serious video a little later.